My sister stole my lottery winnings and my identity. Now she wants my kidney. I never thought my life would turn into one of those wild stories you read on Reddit, but here I am. My sister, Ava, 34F, has always been the golden child, the one who could do no wrong in our parents' eyes. I'm Chloe, 32F, and I've always been in her shadow. This story starts about 5 years ago, and it's a doozy. Back then, I was working 2 jobs, trying to save up for a down payment on a small condo. Ava was, as usual, coasting. She jumped from one passion project to another, usually funded by our parents, and then complain about how unfair life was when they didn't pan out. I'd been playing the lottery occasionally, just a few tickets here and there, never expecting to win anything significant. One Tuesday morning, I bought a quick pick ticket from a gas station near my work. I checked the numbers later that night, and my jaw hit the floor. I had one $10 million that I was in shock. Absolute, total shock. I double-checked the numbers, triple-checked them. It was real. I had won. My first thought was to tell my parents, but then I hesitated. Ava had a history of feeling entitled to anything good that happened to me. I remembered when I got a scholarship to a good university, and she spent weeks moping, saying it wasn't fair because she deserved a break too. I decided to keep it quiet for a little while, just until I could figure out the logistics. I put the ticket in a fireproof safe I had in my closet, a safe I thought only I knew the combination to. A few days later, I started the process of claiming the winnings. I called the lottery office, made an appointment. I didn't tell anyone. Not my best friend, not my then boyfriend, and certainly not Ava. I went to the lottery office, filled out the paperwork, and set up a trust to manage the funds. I was advised to keep a low profile, which was exactly what I planned to do. I decided to tell my family once the money was securely in my account and I had a solid plan. I wanted to pay off my parents' mortgage, set up a small college fund for my nieces and nephews. Ava had 2 kids at this point, and then buy my condo and maybe travel a bit. The money came in a lump sum. After taxes, it was around $7 million. I felt incredibly wealthy and incredibly nervous. I still hadn't told anyone. I was planning a small dinner with my parents and Ava the following week to break the news. I wanted to do it in a way that would minimize any potential drama, though I knew with Ava, drama was inevitable. Then the unimaginable happened. A few days before my planned announcement, I got a call from the Lottery Commission. They said there had been an issue with my claim. My claim. I was confused. They said they had received a second claim for the same winning ticket. My blood ran cold. They asked me to come in immediately. I rushed back to their office, my heart pounding. When I got there, I was met by a stern-faced lawyer and 2 lottery officials. They told me that someone else had presented what appeared to be the original winning ticket, along with my identification. My identification. But that's impossible, I stammered. I have my ID right here. The lawyer pulled out a photocopy of a driver's license. It was mine, but it wasn't the one in my wallet. This one had been reported lost or stolen a few months prior, and I had gotten a replacement. I had completely forgotten about it. Someone had used my old ID, and they had the ticket. A cold dread settled over me. Who claimed it? I asked, my voice barely a whisper. They showed me the paperwork. The claimant was listed as Chloe Thompson, but the signature was slightly off, and the contact number was Ava's. It was Ava. She had taken my ticket from my safe. She had somehow gotten my old ID. She had claimed my $10 million. I felt like I was going to throw up. My own sister. She had stolen my dream, my future, everything. I confronted her that night. I went to her apartment, not even bothering to knock, just walked in. She was sitting on her couch, looking smug, scrolling on her phone. Where is it, Ava? I asked, my voice trembling with rage. She looked up, feigning innocence. Where's what, Chloe? What are you talking about? My lottery ticket. My money. You took it, didn't you? Her facade crumbled slightly. A smirk played on her lips. "Oh, that? Yeah, I found it. You left it in the safe, unlocked. Anyone could have taken it." It wasn't unlocked. And even if it was my ticket. You used my old ID. Details. She waved her hand dismissively. Finders keepers, sis. Besides, I think I deserve it more. You're always so careful with money, so boring. I'm going to actually enjoy it. I couldn't believe her audacity. You think you deserve it more. Ava, I've worked my entire life for everything I have. You've never worked a day for anything. She just shrugged. Well, now I don't have to. And neither do you, technically, since I'm going to be sharing with you, of course. My generosity knows no bounds, little sister. Share. You stole it from me. This is theft. Identity theft. She just laughed. Who's going to believe you? You have no proof. And I have the ticket. The legitimate winner. I was devastated. I went to the police, but they said it was a civil matter. I talked to lawyers, but they said without the physical ticket, it would be an uphill battle. It was my word against hers, and she had the evidence. The Lottery Commission, after a lengthy investigation, ultimately sided with Ava because she had the physical ticket and an ID that matched the name on the ticket, even if it was an old one. They said they couldn't definitively prove identity theft beyond a reasonable doubt in their internal process. I was advised to pursue it in court, but the legal fees would be astronomical, and my lawyers weren't confident given the lack of concrete evidence that she had stolen my ticket, rather than found it. It was a nightmare. My parents, of course, sided with Ava. They believe her story that she found the ticket and that I was just jealous. Ava deserves this, Chloe, my mother said, shaking her head. She's always had such bad luck. This is her turn. I was completely cut off by my family. My parents bought Ava a huge house, a luxury car, and funded her new business ventures, which were just excuses for her to spend money. They saw her as the successful one, the generous one, because she was technically offering to share her winnings with them, a small allowance, really. I was the bitter, envious sister that I spent months in a fog of despair and anger. I lost my boyfriend because I was so consumed by the injustice. I couldn't focus on work. I eventually moved to a different state, changed my phone number, and tried to start over. It was incredibly hard. I was constantly looking over my shoulder, afraid Ava would somehow find me and try to take whatever little I had left. Over the next few years, I worked incredibly hard. I got a new job, saved every penny, and slowly, painstakingly, rebuilt my life. I therapy to deal with the trauma and betrayal. I eventually met someone new, David, 35M, a kind and supportive man who had no idea about my past. We fell in love, got married, and recently, we bought a modest home. I was finally, truly happy. I had put Ava and the lottery winnings behind me. Or so I thought. A few weeks ago, I got a call from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me. It was my mother. I hadn't spoken to her in 5 years. "Chloe," she said, her voice thin and hesitant. "Mom." I replied, my heart pounding. "What's wrong?" "It's Ava," she said, and I braced myself for the worst. She's very sick." "Sick with what?" I asked, a knot forming in my stomach. "Her kidneys are failing. She needs a transplant. And you're a match." I hung up the phone. I just couldn't. I stared at the wall, tears streaming down my face. My sister, the one who stole everything from me, now needed a part of me to live. The irony was almost comical. If it wasn't so utterly heartbreaking. My mother kept calling, leaving increasingly desperate voicemails. My father called too, pleading with me. They didn't even apologize for cutting me off, for believing Ava, for enabling her. They just wanted me to save her. David, bless his heart, was incredibly supportive. He listened patiently as I recounted the whole sordid story, something I had never fully shared with anyone before. He was furious on my behalf. "You don't owe her anything, Chloe," he said, holding me tight. "She stole your life. Let her face the consequences of her actions." But it's not that simple, is it? Even after everything, she's still my sister. My biological sister. The thought of letting her die, even after what she did, is a heavy burden. I'm torn. A part of me wants to say yes, to be the bigger person, to show them all that I'm not the petty, jealous person they always painted me to be. A part of me wants to say no, to finally get the justice I never received, to let her feel a fraction of the pain she inflicted on me. That I'm struggling so much with this decision. On one hand, it feels like an opportunity for ultimate revenge. She used my identity, stole my fortune, and ostracized me from my family. Now she needs me for something irreplaceable, something only I can give her. The thought of refusing, of letting her face the consequences, is incredibly powerful. It feels like the universe is finally balancing the scales. On the other hand, the idea of her dying, regardless of her past actions, is horrifying. She has children, my nieces and nephews, who would lose their mother. And despite everything, a part of me still cares. That little sister who looked up to her, even when Ava was being a tyrant, is still in there somewhere. The thought of being responsible, even indirectly, for her death, that's a weight I'm not sure I can carry. Why parents are relentless. They've started showing up at my new house, unannounced. They brought old photo albums, reminding me of happier times. They're playing the guilt card hard, saying things like, "How can you let your sister die? What kind of person are you?" They're not acknowledging what Ava did at all, just focusing on her current predicament and my supposed obligation. It's like the last 5 years never happened. David is steadfast in his support. He reminds me that my feelings are valid, that I don't owe her anything. He says he'll support me no matter what I decide, but he gently suggests I consider my own well-being. "This is a major surgery, Chloe," he said last night. "It's a huge risk. And for someone who has caused you so much pain, is it worth it?" I've looked into the risks of kidney donation. It's not a minor procedure. There are recovery times, potential complications. It would put a strain on my life, my new job, my marriage. And for what? For a sister who has never shown me an ounce of remorse. I also wonder, if I do donate, will anything change? Will my parents finally see me for who I am, and not just Ava's shadow? Will Ava suddenly have a change of heart and apologize for everything? Or will they just take my kidney and continue to treat me like dirt, expecting me to be eternally grateful for the privilege of saving her life? I suspect the latter. I went to a support group for people who have estranged family members. It helped a little to hear other people's stories, but none were quite like mine. The moral dilemma is crushing. Do I save a life, even the life of someone who has wronged me so deeply, and risk further pain and exploitation? Or do I protect myself, prioritize my own peace, and live with the knowledge that I let my sister die? I've even considered anonymously donating a kidney to someone else to satisfy the moral obligation I feel without directly helping Ava. But my parents know I'm a match for her, and they won't accept anything less than me directly donating to her. They've made it clear that I feel like I'm standing at a crossroads, and both paths lead to a different kind of heartbreak. If I donate, I might resent her forever, and my parents will likely continue their toxic behavior. If I don't, I might live with the guilt, however unwarranted, of letting my sister die. I'm seeking advice from anyone who has been in a similar situation or who has a strong moral compass. What would you do? How do you forgive something so unforgivable? Or do you even try? I need some perspective, because right now, I'm completely lost. I'm dreading the next phone call, the next unannounced visit. I just want peace, but it feels like peace is the one thing Ava will never allow me to have.